Welcome to Paradize is one of the most interesting survival games I've ever played. A game that lets you become a zombie farming tycoon by exploiting their labor, having them perform various tasks for you, or even fighting other zombies to death in furtherance of your goals. Some of which includes flying a rocket ship to the moon and helping you kill a zombie elephant. This was my first time ever playing this game, so I went in completely blind without knowing what to expect. No tutorials, no reviews, not even a forum post. And on top of that, I played the whole game on hard, and I would have played it on the harder difficulty, but I wanted to at least have a little fun and not break my keyboard. Because you can die very easy in this game, and I died a lot. From zombie birds to angry deer, and like I said earlier, a zombie elephant named Daisy. The abominations don't just stop here though. The devs behind this game decided to give these zombies King Von aim with whole sniper rifles, and I counted how many times I got in shootouts in the middle of the streets with these zombies. They were decked out in pillow armor while I was on 5 points of health. And you would think that their senses would be dull since they're dead, but that is the exact opposite. These zombies were insanely accurate. You don't just have to worry about zombies carrying guns either. Some of these zombies have flamethrowers, other ones emit sonic waves that can knock you down, and there's even zombies that toss grenades. And this one, I'll let you see for yourself. Walking over what can only be described as a undead nightmare bridge, I stepped foot into Paradize. More specifically, the Guardian shelter, where I had a brief discussion with the warden.
Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. Are you wanting to move in here? Wait, hold up. What am I supposed to do? No one ever wants to move in here. Yes, the bylaws. Yes, that's it. Rule number 1 of the Paradize bylaws.
This is where I got my first assignment to find a man named Bob. And after a short jog through the forest and avoiding some zombies, I did find Bob, and he was interesting to say the least. Not only did Bob have a pretty nice base, he also had a dedicated workforce, and Bob gave me some very useful information and showed me exactly how to tame these undead workers. This is the best part of this game. You can take any zombie out in the wild and turn them into one of these variants. Through an advanced and intricate configuration terminal, you can have up to 6 zombies follow you. The configuration terminal is separated into 2 columns, in combat and out of combat, and you can give the zombies commands like flee, use, throw, or connect. If you equip the zombie with a grenade, then you'll need to select throw. If you equip the zombie with the axe, you'll need to select use. And if you want your zombie to be a mine-laying maniac, you'll have it flee combat, dropping mines with the mine dropper. I turned one of these zombies into my own personal horse, and another with a flamethrower, and 2 other ones with sniper rifles, and the last 2 into juggernauts. This combo, especially in the later game, was basically the Avengers. At first, I was pretty incompetent, I'm not gonna lie. I pretty much just slapped together some random weapons and selected zombies to constantly be on the attack, but once my neurons started to activate, I started to realize just how useful these undead workers could be, and I started clearing out undead hordes of undead ops in record pace. Now on the inner wall of Bob's base, I captured my first victim, worker, and after showing Bob my handiwork, I made my way back over to the warden. But when I got there, I ended up having to fight for my life, armed with nothing except for a stick. Dang, this stick is weak. They're taking like 3 hits. At least I'm able to knock off a bunch of them at once. Is that an AoE attack? The freak? Bro, they keep coming, bro. Jesus. I don't have any health. I'm getting jumped. Yo. Okay, it looks like they're... Oh God. I leveled up, almost died. If I didn't level up, I would have died. With the last zombie slain and the warden somewhat saved, I went on my quest to find another survivor by the name of Pedro. The island of Paradize isn't just filled with a bunch of zombies. Like Bob and Pedro, you have a few other survivors, all of which are surviving this apocalypse in their own unique way. And they will have tasks that they want you to do. Pedro, for instance, sent me on a dummy mission to clear out a base for him and destroy a zombie pylon. These pylons are basically where the zombies can spawn from, much like pylons you can place at your base. Pedro also wanted me to build this shaky looking bridge that I was reluctant to cross over. But after helping out Pedro, I decided to go out and look for a place to build my own base. Unknowingly, I placed my base in the worst possible spot, and I thought it would be a good spot due to it being easy to defend. But this came at a cost of me not having a lot of space to build, so I had to relocate later in the game. The reason you'll need a lot of space to build is because you'll have a few facilities that help you cook food or fast travel and even craft weapons. But the most important facility is this rocket. This rocket is basically the end game, and your overall quest, no matter what you do or who you help, is to attain pieces of this rocket and build it. The rocket will enable you to fly away to the moon, something that will take us a while to do. And you can't just craft these rocket parts, they're dispersed all throughout the island. The first rocket part brought me to the land of Davis, run by a man named Davis, of course. The quest Davis gave me required me to travel through a place known as the city, navigating through the desert and having a few close calls with zombies outnumbering me. What the heck? I don't know how you didn't hit me. Oh, he ran into the wall. Get him. Get him. He ran into the wall. Kill him. His whole stomach is missing, bro. Like, you can't even eat me even if you wanted to. One more shot. One more shot. I finally reached the city of Tusktown. And yes, it was filled with zombies. What the freak is that? A zombie skunk? What is the range on this? Seems short. The mall, the streets, the alleyways, they were everywhere. Now, the mall is a location that technically is underground, and Tusktown is another part of the city. And this underground buried mall is where I found out that these zombies are somewhat sentient. They hid in lockers and stalked me throughout the dark and almost made me one of them. Almost. I know I did not just see that. I was able to find the man Davis sent me to find in Gancio. I had to escort Gancio all the way to the other side of the city, and let's just say it was not easy at all. Zombies in this city seemed to be everywhere, and of course, a lot of them had pillow armor. You would think this armor would be easy to shoot through, but that wasn't the case. Zombies wearing pillow armor were almost impenetrable to my weak guns, so I had to get up close and personal with melee weapons. It wasn't until I dropped him off that he had a quest that required me to basically do DoorDash for him. So I went back into the dimly lit mall, fought off more zombies, and gave him his Uber Eats and completed the quest. While Ngancio's food delivery quest was certainly interesting, it wasn't the strangest. This is Annie. She claims that she is a nurse, yet I didn't see any credentials around her camp. She did, however, have a patient named Kate, whom tells us that Annie has amputated both her legs and her arms for some reason. Kate is someone we will have to push around a lot. And while she helped me get into 2 areas of the map that have more rocket parts, with the first being the swamp, the controls to push Kate were some of the absolute technically driving controls I've ever had to deal with. Pushing Kate through the swamp was very frustrating, but once I was able to navigate the horrible controls, I was finally able to explore the swamp. Once I completed most of the quest in this area, there was only one thing left for me to do. I had a quest that led me to what can only be described as basically a boss room. I put bells around my zombie and used him like a sheep in Jurassic Park. And then suddenly out of nowhere, a freaking zombie snake emerged out of the swampy soil. And out of every undead animal that I had to fight in this game, the snake was my most formidable boss. Oh, okay. Let's not get in the sludge. Get up. Okay. Look how much damage. Yo! And he's spot on. Oh snap, bro. I know he's coming up on my... Oh no. Gups or something. I'm dead. I knew it. Oh, he made it dark. Oh! I knew something was gonna happen, bro. I knew something bad was gonna happen, bro. Alright, did I step out of the arena? Let me not do that too much. Oh! Move! Come on. Nope. Oh, got him. Oh my god. Exhausted and bruised from this fight, I quickly ran to the nearest megaloop to recover from the fight and initiate the next phase of my plan. The next part of my plan involved me having to push the lovely lady from earlier, Kate, through a zombie infested frozen tundra. I had to help her get to a particular cave in the mountains, and she would help me get the next part of my rocket. This was even more annoying than pushing Kate through the swamp, because pushing Kate all the way to the cave was a much further distance. The zombies once again were swarming all over us. I had to be very strategic about pushing Kate through the snow and leaving her at a safe distance while I fought off the zombies. And after a long, endless journey to the cave, I finally made it. Navigating through this awkwardly laid out cave, I cleared out pockets of zombies searching for the heart of a camp. I did get a bit lost in the middle of the camp and ended up going in a full circle, but eventually I found a very large cage with nothing in it. I immediately knew that when I found the camp, I would find whatever boss was in that cage, and it would no doubt be some sort of animal monstrosity. After clearing out the last remaining zombies, I finally found the boss room, and the battle ensued. With the monkey dead, I could now proceed in my quest to help Kate get exactly what she wanted, which was to evict this lady out of her ice palace so that Kate could move in and claim the palace as her own. This required me to antagonize the lady into attacking my base, which was not laid out good at all. And that wasn't completely my fault, but with a few tweaks I managed to make a somewhat defensible base, along with some upgrades to my personal arsenal. I was just powerful enough to take this lady on, and it was a fight that went down to the absolute wire. Returning back to the defeated lady's palace, I met up with Kate, who seemed very comfortable to say the least. Yeah, it turns out that Kate could walk the whole time and just used me to push around and protect her. Gotta say, it was impressive because unlike the zombies, she actually didn't need a helmet to control me. Kate ordered all her zombots to attack me, chasing me out the base, and I narrowly escaped with my life. I still got the part though, so I decided to just let Kate slide. The final piece of the rocket brought me to the hottest place on the island, which was a volcano. Not only did this area have the most mini bosses, this area was also so hot that I had to configure one of my zombies to basically be a walking air conditioner. Otherwise I would have overheated and died. And around this volcano there were multiple zombie encampments all around the base. My mission here at the volcano was to dig at certain locations around solar panels in order to find the rocket part. It took me about 4 tries. I had to search each location until I finally found it. With everything in place, I was finally ready to blast off and go to the moon. But there was just one more thing that I had to do, and that was go to the lab on top of the volcano and physically set the rocket location from my terminal. Getting to the location was easy, but it's what happened next that was pretty hard. Oh snap. That's so we just gotta go straight there. Get out my way. Oh snap, this is a lot. I don't know where to go. I don't even have time to check my map. That's a lot. I hope this is the right way. If not, that would be so foul. The fact that this is working, bro. Did we get it? Did we make it? Oh, we got it's the drop off. Okay, I think we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Finally off Earth and free from the hordes of undead below, I was able to rest and chill.